A verdict has been reached in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. A verdict has been reached. Now, there's one count that the verdict has not been reached on, and that's count one, which is the racketeering conspiracy. So, as y'all come on in, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a little update of what's going on. Everybody is still in court right now, but there has been a verdict. A jury, the jury in the Sean Diddy Combs trial, has reached a verdict in this case. Sean Diddy Combs is about to learn if he will go home or if he would spend the rest of his days in prison. And it's just only a matter of moments. So let me tell you, so we was upstairs and we was sitting inside the courtroom just talking, trying to get out of the rain and, get some cool air because it's really hot out here. And as we was sitting, the prosecution, all six white prosecutors, all women, marched in, sat down at the table, laughing and giggling, and they're enjoying, putting a black man in prison, for being a freak, okay? And so while we were sitting there, all of Diddy's attorneys, okay, huddled around him. And they were talking to him very intensely, like it was very intense. They was hugging him, not hugging him, but they were standing around him in a huddle. He was sitting in the chair. He had his head held down. He seemed as though he was crying because he was doing like this. And the judge came out and the judge took the bench and he said, ladies and gentlemen, the jury has sent a note that they have reached a verdict, okay, and they have reached, and we don't know what that verdict is, but they have reached the verdict on counts two, which is sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion. Count three, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Um, Count four, transportation to engage in prostitution. And count five, transportation to engage in prostitution. A jury has reached a verdict in the Sean Diddy Combs trial as it relates to counts two, three, four, and five, which I just read to you. But on count one, racketeering conspiracy, they have not reached a verdict. They are deadlocked. They have unpersuadable differences. And right now, while I'm out here reporting to you live, the judge and the attorneys are trying to come up to see if they will continue to deliberate, So they're trying to come up with an Allen charge to tell the jury, hey, jury, you have only been here deliberating for a day and some change. You must continue to deliberate, okay? So again, it is not looking good for Sean Diddy Combs. All of his attorneys, I wish you guys would have seen what it looks like in that courtroom. It seems sad. It seems like Diddy is getting ready to face a harsh reality, but we don't know. We don't know. On these counts two through five, he could very much well so be not guilty. We don't know. All we know is that the jury has come, they have reached a verdict on counts two, three, four, and five. On count one is racketeering conspiracy. They have not reached a verdict. They are deadlocked, okay? Count two is sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Count three is sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Count four is transportation to engage in prostitution. Transportation to engage in prostitution. But for count one, the jury is deadlocked, okay? It is very intense in there right now, y'all. And all we know is, let me see, I think we're getting an update. Um, So, anyways, in case you don't know what an Allen charge is, let me tell you. An Allen charge is an instruction a judge gives to a jury when they say they cannot reach a verdict on one or more counts of an indictment. It says to go back and keep trying because no future jury would be any better positioned to make a decision. Now, if they go back and they still cannot make a decision, the judge can allow them to issue a partial verdict or the judge can declare a mistrial, okay? But we're not there yet. Where we are right now is that there are unpersuadable differences. That's what's in the note. Unpersuadable differences in the jury room, okay? And right now, Sean Diddy Combs is looking very defeated. He looks sad, y'all. It's so sad to see. He looks sad, and all he did was had his head down. It looks so sad. And I feel so bad for him because it's all a freak off. But at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, you got to stop putting yourselves in positions like this. I never said when I went to jail, I came home. I never said I ain't going back to jail because if I got to bust some motherfuckers out of the head, I'm gonna bust them. But I'm not gonna put myself in another situation to go. And we, but at the end of the day, it don't look good for Sean Diddy Combs. It don't look good for Diddy. I don't know what his lawyers told him, but he was very sad. And this makes the second time that the jury has sent out a note to the judge, and the prosecution came like the little golden lock girls, you know, just have a seat, have a seat, you know. So at the end of the day, you know, the jury in the Sean Diddy Combs case has reached a verdict on counts 2 through 5. Counts 2 through 5. They are deadlocked on count 1, racketeering conspiracy. They cannot come to an agreement. They cannot persuade each other. I don't know. The jury is deadlocked. Okay. Now, the worst case scenario for Sean Diddy Combs would be if they still go back there and try to deliberate, and they cannot deliberate, and you know, they still have their same differences. The judge may say, worst case scenario, well, we're going to go ahead and bring a partial verdict. They'll just have to read the partial verdict. And that means the partial verdict will be whatever the verdict is for counts 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? But for count 1, racketeering conspiracy, the jury has not came to a conclusion or have come to a verdict. It is not looking good for Sean Diddy Combs. It's not looking good for Sean Diddy Combs, okay? It's sad. It's really sad that it's sad, but you know, it's not looking good for Diddy. I mean, the way I can see, he had his head down. He was just looking like he just had that worrisome look on his face, and Mr. Steele put his hand on his, you know. But I always tell people, man, if you don't win at trial, you can have a chance of winning on appeal. But we don't know because Donald Trump may pardon him. We don't know. President Trump talked about how nobody asked him, how Diddy was not his friend or what have you. But don't forget, Maria Comey is the lead prosecutor. Donald Trump hates James Comey. James Comey is the former FBI director, okay? That's James Comey's daughter. So Trump could very much well look at Diddy's case and say, you know what, I don't like your daddy, Maria, and this is a witch hunt, and, we don't know, okay? You know that Trump has a black part in Cesar, but we don't know. But it is possible, okay? It could be possible. I'm sure Diddy has $5 million. I don't know how much it is for a Trump pardon, but it's not looking good for Sean Diddy Combs, and the media has come outside. They are breaking the news right now. This is breaking news in Lower Manhattan at the Southern District of New York Federal Courthouse, where Sean Diddy Combs is on trial for sex trafficking, by force, fraud, coercion, racketeering conspiracy, and the transportation to engage in prostitution, and a jury on counts 2, counts 3, counts 4, counts 5 has reached a verdict. But for count 1, they are having a hard time, okay? They are having a hard time right now. And so it's not looking good for Diddy. But like I said, Maria Comey is James Comey's daughter, and Trump don't like James Comey. So it's possible that if he is found guilty, that Trump could pardon him. We don't know. He did talk about it. He did, say he would look at the case, so we'll just have to see. But right now, it's not looking good for Diddy. It's not looking good for Sean Diddy Combs right now. It's not looking good for him at all. Seems like he was crying, like he had his head down. He was shaking his head. Mr. Steele was rubbing on his shoulder. His lawyers were huddled around him. It was very intense, and it looks like that they are getting ready to prepare him for the worst. So it seems like Diddy may not go home. He may spend the rest of his days in prison. I mean, I tell y'all, I think they were hoes. I don't agree with the this type of carrying on that's going on, but I cannot control what is happening, all right? But Sean Diddy Combs is looking very, very much defeated inside of that courtroom. And It's not looking good for him. The jury has not been deliberating a full 2 days yet, but you know, it's not looking good for him, y'all. It's really not. They have went on a break right now. Court is taking a break. It was raining outside, y'all. So let me show y'all around real quick. It was raining outside, so a lot of us had to go inside. And while we were inside, as you can see, while we were inside, um, I mean, that's what happened. I want y'all to look at the press up here. Let me walk up here and show y'all what the press is. Neek was right beside me. I just was on her live. Um, and we're out here live. All right. So let me show y'all right now what it looks like outside. Sean Diddy Combs, a jury in Lower Manhattan, has reached a verdict in the Sean Diddy Combs case. However, they are deadlocked on count one. Count one is racketeering conspiracy. Okay? So I want to show y'all what's going on right now. This is what's going on. This is what it looks like right now. This is breaking news all over America right now, all over the world. This is breaking news. Sean Diddy Combs is getting ready to learn his fate if a jury cannot come to a conclusion on this racketeering conspiracy charge. Okay, excuse me, the RICO. If they cannot come to an agreement on the RICO, the judge can issue an Allen charge, which means that the judge basically going to say, hey, go back and try to deliberate it. Go back and try. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. A the judge can issue a mistrial, or the judge can say we'll go ahead with the partial verdict, and they will read the partial verdict on counts 2 through 5, and we go from there. Okay. Let me see if I can get neat. Hold on. Let me see if I can get neat.
What's the prosecution sitting up there like straight up G's?
Yeah, they were sitting up there. They were sitting up there like they was happy. You know, they was smiling. I mean, they was nonchalant. They was cool. Like the back is what was worrying. Like, what did you see, Neat?
I saw worry. I saw them looking stressed. Mm-hmm. Diddy, at one point, we can't tell if he was crying or not, but it looked like he sunk his head in. It was a lot going on.
Yeah, so you see how they was huddled like that? They was getting ready to like do another football play or something. Like they was really
they huddled around him.
Yeah. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good, y'all. So we're out here. That's Uda. That's Neat. We're live.
Can you tell the people what the verdict was?
Well, there's no verdict right now. All we do is we know that the jury has.
They did say there was a verdict, and the verdict is there is no verdict. Correct? Because I'm trying to tell the people, because I told them, they said there's a verdict in all counts except for one.
Right.
And the verdict is there is no verdict.
Right.
Because they couldn't come to an agreement.
Right. Right. On counts 2, so they have reached the verdict on counts 2, 3, 4, and 5, but on count 1 they have not reached the verdict. But it has not been read yet. Let me say that. They have reached the verdict, but it has not been read yet. But on 1, they are trying to see if they're going to do an Allen charge or something like that to try to tell the jury to keep on deliberating.
Exactly.
So that's where we are right now. So,
you lied. Okay, don't walk into the camera then.
Yeah, so anyways.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on. It's just a lot of weird energy going on. I guess the guy came like he don't want to be on camera, but he keep walking around in front of our cameras. Yeah, like he keep walking around the camera. Look at it. So anyways, y'all. So let me see. What do y'all have? What do y'all want me to? Can y'all hear me? Y'all saying y'all can't hear me. Can y'all hear me? How you doing, sir? You right. Look.
I hear him.
He said not only serve, but he see. CBS News. Shout out to CBS News. Hold on, let me show y'all. Shout out to CBS News, y'all. That's CBS. Shout out to CBS News. So anyways, y'all, so again, like I said, Sean Diddy Combs, a jury has reached a verdict in the Sean Diddy Combs case. Counts 2 through 5, they have reached a verdict, but for counts 1, RICO, 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 Rico. Where are you, Rico? We cannot find Rico. And obviously, the jury is deadlocked. Like, they can't come to a conclusion. Okay? So, anyways, y'all, I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Let me make sure we ain't got no new updates because I'm sweating now. I got to pull out this towel. Okay, let me see. All right, let me see here. Let me see. Donaldson is in a seat waiting. Sean Combs is leaning back. He does not look happy. The judge said, I received each side's proposal. Mr. Anifilo, your proposal, there is not much there. Combs, he says, Mr. Anifilo says, we are not remotely at the place where the jury needs more to deliberate efficiently. They are remarkably efficient. They already have 4 verdicts. But listen, this does not mean that Diddy is going to prison. This does not mean that he's going to be found guilty. We don't know what the verdict is. All we know is, all I can give y'all is what I saw. When I was sitting in there, we was all talking. Next thing you know, Mr. Mark was walking with his hands in his pocket, walking back and forth, pacing. And then Diddy comes in, then all of the other lawyers, come around him and they huddle around him. They're talking to him. It's like very intense. He has his head down. He's rubbing, doing like this as if he's crying. We don't know for sure if he was crying, but it appears to be like he was, he's having a bad day. His head was down. Um, they were, they were just talking to him, I don't know what they told him because the verdict has not been read yet. Maybe, the verdict has been reached, may have scared him or made him emotional or whatever. But I'm getting ready to go back in just in case these verdicts are read, okay? Okay, the judge said, I wouldn't call the government's proposal an Allen charge. It reminds the jury of the instruction I previously gave on the duty to deliberate. I could simply recite from the jury charge. So apparently, the judge is getting ready to send the jury back into, well, they're already there, but back into the deliberation room or bring them out and tell them that they need to continue to deliberate and then send them back in without doing a Allen charge. They've only been deliberating for, what, a day and some change. So um, the judge said, hey, this is not even an Allen charge. This is what I said. Keep deliberating. But other than that, that's what's going on. We wanted to let y'all, he may go home. But I mean, when somebody coming in there telling me, hey, we got a verdict, that wouldn't make me lean my head to the side when my lawyers have to rub on my shoulder. That wouldn't make me hold my head down and do like this. Diddy looked scared, y'all. Diddy looked scared. I'm not going to tell y'all no lie. He looked scared as hell. Diddy looked scared. And I just say, this is so fucked up that a black man is sitting on trial for being a fucking freak. Period. Period. These people don't understand our culture. They don't understand what we do. They want to act black and be black so fucking bad, but they don't even understand what black folks do. They try to criticize everything. And even white people, they do it. They do it. They do it. Them hoes the biggest freaks out this bitch. This man is a freak.
Let's watch him do what he
This man is a freak.
I'm live, boo.
Cassie wanted it. You wanted it. Jane wanted it. You wanted it. All y'all hoes wanted it. And none of you hoes is on trial. None of you hoes get to go to prison. Only Sean Diddy Combs is sitting in the defense chair. He's the only one that's a fucking defendant, but he ran a criminal enterprise. How does one person run a criminal enterprise and it's only one person on trial? Yeah. What about Christina Courtroom? What about Deep? What about all these people that they said helped Diddy?
What about all the things they said he did that wasn't brought up in court?
That wasn't. Where's the children?
Where's the children?
Where's the kids? We have not seen no kids get out of a car.
Like he was playing with children. All of this. If he gonna go down for domestic violence, let it be a case about that.
Charge him for domestic violence.
But, all that other stuff y'all doing.
I don't know.
Crazy because I've been in court and
I don't know. This is fucked up, y'all. I'm just let y'all know. It's messed up. It's messed up. I have covered trials for a very long time. And let me tell you something. I see a lot of them where people are guilty. They go into jail. It's like, yo, ain't no way out of this. But to say that this man coerced y'all to be freaks, forced you to be a freak, huh? Who forces you to tell somebody that your pussy throbbing? Or who forces you to say that that your kitty cat is wet? Like, come on. Who forces you to say that? I mean, I just don't understand, but, you know, I'm getting ready to go back up, y'all. It's raining on me. And, yeah, we getting ready to go back up. So I'll keep y'all updated and let y'all know on what's going on out here, okay? All right. Peace.